It's November 2025, and 9 mates from around Tasmania have converged on the east coast town of St Helens. The mission is to ride 800 kilometres west and finish at Ocean Beach. After a failed attempt 2 years ago, the boys will once again take on the swollen river's sandy beaches and rocky hill climbs to attempt to make this happen, helping each other along the way to achieve their common goal with the ever-reliable Baldy in the support truck to help out and drop fuel off for the bikes at designated spots. 9 riders will start, but only 8 will finish. A massive thanks to emergency crews and the helicopter rescue team, who pulled Tommy out of the shit after he cartwheeled down the beach and nearly cut his arm off. We will be forever in your debt.
There, Tommy!
Brady,
What have we got, mate? We've got a little bit of a flesh wound here on this bike. We can see some of Tommy's fucking muscle.
that's tricep, definitely.
Have a look at this side.
Yeah, that's a bit of bicep.
All in falling holes.
You've actually got to try and get your fucking arm in there.
Saucy.
Yeah. Handing going sparks.
So it's the left arm. Left arm has got the right side disc brake. Kind of fucking wizard are you, Tommy Woodland?
Shouldn't have tightened them spokes up.
Nah, tight spokes, that's what got him.
The big gas didn't know what hit it, and flesh was left hanging off the brake disc, which looked like dog meat. A GoFundMe page is now on Facebook for Tommy's new armour, if he's still allowed out with the boys for next year. These video clips are in no particular order, in which I make no apologies for. Day 2 was from Bridport to Gowrie Park, and staying at the Hydro Village with some amazing hosts cooking up a feast.
The animals in here feeding.
The backdrop view of Mount Roland is a sight to behold. Day 3 was a freezing cold ride in pouring rain from Gowrie Park to the picturesque town of Waratah. Unfortunately, the day was cut short after the track ended into an impassable logging coupe. Hair dryers were used with handmade polypipe contraptions to try and dry gear out for the next day, whilst bike repairs went into the night.
A bit of bike maintenance.
Waratah is the only Australian town with a waterfall in it, and it sure is a spectacle when lit up at night. In the Waratah pub are the artifacts, and old World War plane prop makes for some interesting reading, with 2 planes going down here and school kids being sent out on the search to find the survivors. A truly epic tale. Day 4 saw the guys head straight into the old magnet mine track just out of Waratah. The track itself resembled a flowing river, but also the Arthur River crossing presented a real challenge with water levels up to the airbox. Suck that water in and it's game over, boys. Keep them upright.
From here we passed the Savage Mine, and it was into the historic town of Carina. A quick beer and a splash of fuel, and it was onto the barge for the Pyrmont River crossing. The sun was out and the excitement levels were building for the Pyrmont Heads and the infamous Climbies track. Upon arriving at Granite Creek on the Climbies track, we encountered a Land Rover group conducting a $3,000 challenge. No car could be worth more than this, and they were tackling whatever they could get their hands on with somewhat standard vehicles. This treacherous water crossing has taken lives, so please take care when crossing at high flow or take the bridge. This 4-wheel drive action made for some fun spectating before we headed to our next attraction, Cornwall Mine at Wheel Bay. It was a unique tunnel carved out by hand to assist an old tin mine operation back in the day.
The boys. Fucking bushwalking.
These pussies down here.
This crooked pallet bridge provided some entertainment as it was extremely slippery with a 5 metre drop off the side. With some quick levelling of the bridge, the safety standards were improved considerably.
Drink up, Baldy.
Recent storms had also brought a considerable amount of trees down. These hand chainsaws really paid for themselves, proving very effective.
We're getting the pit zips undone.
Cuthbo really stepped up a notch
Have a drink.
on this huge log crossing, leading the guys out of imminent danger with pressing weather concerns.
Yes, Con. Hey, we'll call that a make. That's a make. Solid effort.
With the ride now drawing to a close, the last section was Ocean Beach into Strahan. Where are these guys? The bike wash was all set up and ready to go. Unfortunately, the Little Henty River was too high to cross and the tides were rising to make things more difficult. An effort to go inland and around the river mouth were hampered by further deep water and big sand dunes. Dinner and accommodation was waiting in Strahan, so the decision was made to take the road. The boys were keen to get on her, and that's what they did. A few rounds of cracking, and they were well on their way, followed by a couple of prank calls to keep people on their toes. It was an epic trip with a bunch of legends. Looking forward to next year's ride. Hopefully Tommy can make a triumphant return.
Here it is. We'll have one for you.
Drink up, Baldy.
Is that for Tommy?
Yep. Any words for Tommy?
Tommy, we wish you best, mate, but also it's no big loss that you're not here.
We're still going, Tommy. It's all right.
And I'll give you a time stamp now, boy. 10-1.
You better be asleep by now, Tommy. We've got a couple of these to get through.